Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Star Control 2, the Ur-quan Masters. The last time we left off, we were exploring a little bit in quasi-space to see if we couldn't figure out some things to do. I think I've explored this solar system. Pretty sure. We can go ahead and check real quick. But one thing's that, well, we'll come back to this if we have to. One thing I did figure out is where that portal was. Now, I knew it was over there somewhere, but I couldn't figure out exactly where it is. And we've got a couple days, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the location. It turns out that it's right in the center of the Arilou zone. So I don't know, the information they gave was a little bit, that the mermaid gave was a little bit off, because he said it was in between those two constellations. In reality, well, we can check. Let's switch to constellations. Yeah, I thought he said between the Columbiae and the Uranus, or Tannis, but it's actually between the Chandrasekhar and the Columbiae, whatever. Anyway, let's go. Sure. Not sure we're gonna make it. So you have to get there before the 19th in order to go into the portal. Oh, there it is. There's the portal. Can I make it? I think we will. Oh! Just barely. Well, I think we can make it if we're a little bit more careful. I think we can make it if we're careful. We go right there immediately. We can get out there. Don't want to waste time attacking those guys. We do want to make sure that we're heading in basically the correct direction. Yep. If we're fast, I think we can make it. We almost made it last time. Let's go. Let's go. So this is that portal that they were talking. And let's go ahead and look. This is definitely a weird place. I'm not sure, but that might just drop us back into regular hyperspace, and I actually want to explore this area for a while before jumping out of it. Oh. The music in this game is really good too, by the way. What happens if I fall down here? Ah, you just fall back into hyperspace. So you don't want to go down there. You don't want to go down there just yet. The music here is pretty cool, actually. Those all just look like portals. I think what this does is it allows you to, like, go a lot farther, a lot faster. But this one looks a bit bigger. That's kind of interesting.
Ha ha! Our clever ward has found our nook in time. You are the first brave human. No others have made the trip. This is our homeworld, Arilou, nestled safe in this true space eddy. The portal you pass through is a rarity, a natural point of interdimensional fatigue. We use these phenomena to speed our transit through the realities. We are wondering, have you met with the Ur-quan recently? We entrusted an injured talking pet into their care, and we were curious about its progress.
So what did happen at the end of the war?
Forgive us if we forget the importance you attach to such events as this. Our context is infinitely broader than yours in scope, both in space and time. Nevertheless, to please you, I shall try to recall. Yes, now I remember. Here is the sequence. The Ur-quan fleets have moved through your solar system, and you are defeated. Your people make the choice not to fight with and for the Ur-quan. A shield is cast about your world. Your people are now safe. This makes us happy. The Armada departs your star system and moves toward the remaining Alliance members, ourselves, the Cyrene, the Yehat, and their adopted Shofixti. The Yehat and Shofixti withdraw to Delta Gorno, but they do not permit the Cyrene to follow. We are content with the flow of events and leave the area to return here. From our perspective, this sequence of events ends here.
What about the Ur-quan? What are they up to?
Soon after the Ur-quan defeated the Yehat and imprisoned the Cyrene and Betelgeuse, their siblings arrive to initiate the doctrinal conflict. This battle continues as we speak.
What exactly have you been doing on Earth?
You desire honesty. It is given. We have visited your world for many thousands of years into your species' past. We have changed things, made modifications.
What did you change and modify on Earth, and why?
Our motives are multiple, our desires complex. Part of what we do on Earth is for your own protection. There are parasites, creatures who dwell beyond. They have names, but you do not know them. They would like to find you, but they are blind to your presence unless you show yourselves. The Androsynths showed themselves, and something noticed them. There are no more Androsynths now, only Ors.
That sounds creepy. Please go on.
No. In a way, ignorance is your armor, your best protection. They cannot see you now. They cannot smell you. Much of our work with your people involved making you invisible, changing your smell. If I tell you more, you will look where you could never look before. And while you are looking, you can and will be seen. You do not want to be seen.
You said you had much to give my people. Can you be more specific?
As you know, we live in a dimension adjacent to hyperspace, which we call quasi-space. Our ships move between these dimensions through weaknesses in the interdimensional fabric. Although many such weaknesses, or portals, exist which lead from our dimension, quasi-space, to various locations in hyperspace, there is only one naturally occurring portal which will transport a ship from hyperspace to quasi-space. We therefore find it convenient to generate our own portals artificially, with focused dimensional fatigue rays. As a sign of our long-standing relationship with your species, we would happily fit your vessel with a portal spawner of its own. But your ship is so massive, our units would be ineffective. However, we suspect you may find a sufficiently powerful warp pod, the key element in a portal spawner, in the wreck of the Ur-quan dreadnought on the 7th world at Alpha Bavonis. Bring that warp pod back here, and we will prepare a portal spawner for your vessel.
Well, we already got that because the Melanorme told us about it. I have tamed the warp pod unit from the Ur-quan wreck.
What a surprise! As we have always said, humans are a most resourceful and clever species. We are so proud of you, but don't worry that you shall have to wait. We are prepared, even now. Our technical personnel are equipping your ship with a custom version of our portal spawner device. The device is usable only in hyperspace. Whenever it is activated, the spawner will focus several interdimensional fatigue beams adjacent to your vessel, opening a temporary hole into quasi-space. Move quickly through the portal. After your ship has passed into quasi-space, you can choose any of the nearby portals which lead back to hyperspace, thus saving you needless transit time. Be keenly aware of this fact. The spawner requires a great deal of energy to function. We estimate that each time you use the device, it will consume 10 of your fuel units.
Oh. I'm not gonna kill them. You mentioned a talking pet. How did you find one?
We are an endlessly curious species, and we spend much of our time on, how should I say, reconnaissance missions. During one such trip, we witnessed the crash landing of an Ur-quan dreadnought on the surface of Alpha Pavonis 7. Normally, when an Ur-quan vessel is disabled, it automatically engages self-annihilation circuits to prevent other species from learning the Ur-quan's technological secrets. In this case, however, these circuits must have failed. The dreadnought did not disintegrate on impact. We landed to explore the wreckage, and were amazed to find a survivor, a talking pet. As you may know, the Ur-quan use these non-sentient creatures for the task of interspecies translation, a task the Ur-quan find ultimately demeaning. The talking pet was severely injured, and we did what we could for the poor creature. But it grew clear that without superior measures, the talking pet would die. We turned to the Ur-quan, whom we have known for many centuries. Their bioscience skills are far superior to our own. The Ur-quan promised to do what they could and let us know how the pet fared. We have not heard from the Ur-quan since. Perhaps if you are traveling through their stars, you could ask them for us.
Okay. Goodbye, my Arilou friends.
Clever child.
Oh, okay. Let's see if we initiate another conversation with any more interesting stuff.
Welcome back to Arilou, Captain. Perhaps in the fullness of time, we will let you visit the surface of our world. There are many beauties here, unmatched anywhere. The mountain clouds of thought, the tangible wish, the dark. Unfortunately, you are not yet acclimated. Premature exposure to these would render you numb. Goodbye, clever child.
Well, that's interesting. You don't get to say anything more to him. I guess it's because I've already gotten the main thing from him. But there might be more initial introductory differences. So let's try and see if we can get them all. Might as well.
Hello. We are pleased to see you again. Have you any numbness yet? Good. It should be too soon for that. Too soon by far. Goodbye, clever child.
I wonder if he'll give me some ships at some point.
Yes, Captain. What can the Arilou Lalile of Arilou do for you this day? Goodbye, clever child.
Well, that was a new one still. We'll try one more time. I think we're probably at the end of what we can do with them now.
Yes, Captain. What can the... Goodbye, clever child.
Well, I played with some of their ships in the off thing, and those are actually kind of a neat ship, so I was hoping to get some, but I have no idea how to do that, so... whatever. Quasi-space music is actually pretty cool. I don't know, why don't we just pop into one here? I have enough bio, I suspect this is like vaguely like a condensed version of the overall star map. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is go somewhere where I'd be sort of near Micon space. And I'm not worried, I can always go to a big star and get more fuel if I need to. Yeah, we want to go south, I think. And check out this one and see where it lands me. But this should make traveling a lot faster, actually. Was this where I am? Well, okay. That wasn't where I was expecting to come out from that one, but okay. I guess it does put us really close to Earth. So I can refresh my crew and get more fuel. I'm not really sure where those portals lead then, because I was expecting it to somewhat be associated with the direction. But the south, if the south east puts me in the southwest, then maybe it's a little bit different from what I understood. Let's see what's going on here.
Welcome back, Captain. I have some information I think you should hear. Good news, Captain. With no announcement, a small fleet of Arilou Lalilei popped into space adjacent to our starbase, scaring the hell out of the deep radar operator. But right now, I could kiss every one of those pale little weirdos because they gave us 3 skip vessels. Also, the Shofixti have returned. Their ships can now be built in our shipyards. With their vast numbers swelling our ranks, we won't have to worry about running out of able-bodied crew. And I'm sure their volunteers will reduce the cost for new crew.
That's great. That's some minerals to offload.
More fuel for the fire, eh, Captain? That last load should keep it blazing.
That's great. Can you analyze what I've acquired since my last visit? I don't remember what I acquired.
The analysis reads as follows. Subject, quasi-space portal spawner. Data, device is a hybrid of different alien technologies including Arilou and Ur-quan elements. Our tests show that this device temporarily creates a weakness in the fabric between hyperspace and a different unidentified dimension. The energy cost for this process is extreme, and since the unit's power supply is self-contained, we cannot estimate how long it will remain functional. Summary: use of this device will permit a starship to make transit to a different dimension. The hazards and benefits of this process are impossible to gauge without field study. That's the end of our scientist's report.
Alright, that's great.
We shall await your return, Captain.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, we got some of those skiffs. I'll probably show you how that works here in a little while. But I think what I'm going to do is get rid of these Pokunk ships. They're not very good. I don't like them very much. I find them difficult to work with. Although they are kind of funny. I'll probably keep one just for shits and giggles. But so let's see. Let's add our crew up here. I don't know. So we'll scrap that. We'll scrap at least 2 of these guys. So if you get the crew down to that much, that's how you get rid of them. So I definitely don't need that many of those. But you can, so this is how you do it. Oh, we won't get any more Arilou ships, but we can get a ship fixie scout here. Oh, that's fine. Okay. We'll get another ship fixie scout. We'll leave 4 open, I guess, in case somebody else gives us some ships. Because I'll try it out, and I mean, I'm not really too worried about it, to be honest. How much does that cost? Just out of curiosity. Not very much. So probably not that great. But the yeah, that should work fine. I think we've got everything we want here. So what I want to try to do is go to Mycon space and check that part out. Because I've been meaning to go see this special planet that we're protecting or something for a while now. Well, actually, what I should do before that is probably go to the Yehots. Talk to them again. Well, that is going to be my intention. But I want to see if I do this quasi-portal here, where do I end up in this? Ended up right there. So I imagine you end up close to where you're going to be. Well, I don't know where this is going to take me, but we're just going to go, I'm going to have to figure out where this takes people, so. And there's only one way to do that, and that's trial and error. Where'd that take us? Well, that's way up in the north. Oh boy. Oh, we're here, I guess. I'm just going to explore this star. See if there's anything interesting there. Not really where I was planning on going, but that was interesting that that sends us up there. I guess you just kind of have to remember where each place takes you. But that one place was really close to Earth, that one on the bottom, which is kind of convenient, actually. Since we're here, we're going to go ahead and explore this, you know, one place real quick, and then we'll get back on our into quasi-space and try to explore somewhere else. Yeah, we don't need that. Go in here. That is convenient for traveling around once you figure out where everything goes. Nothing useful there. Go to this one. Oop! Watch there be nothing useful in this system at all. Oh, nothing good there. Should be nothing good at this solar system at all. Class 6. I might as well go down there and get this. It's not like it's that big of a deal. Go back up. Go down and get some more. Yeah, I mean anything, even the dark blues I think I'm going to avoid from now on. lot on this planet, actually. Might as well finish this up. Doesn't hurt to get a little money if we're here anyway. Might as well grab it. Alright, very good. Let's get out of here. Time to go back to hyperspace and see what we can find. Rather, even quasi-space, I guess, is what I actually meant. Go to devices, open our quasi-portal. Do we come out near where we were before? No, you always come out right in the middle. You always come out right in the middle, so there's probably no bearing at all to where these portals go. You just have to trial and error it. And figure it out. Okay, where are we now? Oh, we're in the middle of Ur-quan space. And... no thanks. Okay, let's go to this one. I do like the music here too. I might do a recording on this one and just to have this music, because it's pretty cool. Now where are we? We're in Ur-quan space. Well, to be fair, this actually isn't very far from where we want to go, which is, where was it that we want to go? I know I figured this out. It's like right here. Yeah, Beta Brahe. That's where the EHOT told us to go. So we're not actually that far from there. Let's go to this big star here, actually. Check it out real quick. Oh boy. I think that's my first encounter with a Kohr-ah, if I were to guess correctly. Let's go ahead and see how bad this is for us. Let's see what they have to say. Yeah, we want to talk to them.
We are the Ur-quan Kohr-ah. We cleanse our destiny. You will soon die. Make whatever rituals are necessary for your species.
Hold, what are you doing to us is wrong. Why do you do this thing?
The words. The words. The words. Alien, you have spoken the words. You have spoken them rightly. We will explain to you about the Dinyari, our slave masters, the Arilou, our only friends, whom we exterminated, and our reasons why we cleanse the galaxy of all other sentient life. We have explained this before, over 20,000 years ago. Your words, why do you do this thing, echo that ancient plea. You see, alien, we were a proud and mighty race, who were cruelly enslaved. For thousands of years we had no free will. We were nothing more than tools. Never again will anyone enslave our people. We cleanse the galaxy of such threats.
Kohr-ah, tell us about yourselves.
We evolved on a hostile world, the descendants of solitary hunters. In a world where one species is the dominant killer, one's only threat is one's brother. one's sister, anyone of one's species. Civilization did not come easily to us. We earned it. We mastered our hatreds and murderous desires to form a mighty culture. In those ancient days, there was no Kohr-ah or quasi-space, only the Ur-quan. We explored our world, and then the space beyond. Here we met the 6 races of the sentient milieu. Here we met the Arilou, the only species we ever called friend. Our association with the Arilou and the milieu lasted for 3,000 years. We, the Ur-quan, who could not tolerate the presence of others, became the milieu's scouts, their solitary explorers.
Who were the Arilou?
Of all the species we have met, only the Arilou did not trigger our instinctive territoriality. They were the only people we could stand with, or talk to, without the hunter inside us screaming, "Kill the interloper, rip out its life." We believe that the same factors that made the Arilou non-threatening to us, their unusual rock-like biology, also gave the Arilou natural immunity to the Dinyari's psychic compulsion. The Dinyari would not permit this. After they had conquered all 6 of the other races in the milieu, they commanded us to attack the Arilou, and we did. The Arilou would not fight back. They died.
Who or what are the Dinyari?
It was on a routine planetfall that one of our milieu scout ships first met the Dinyari, the creatures you know as our talking pets. But the Dinyari were different then. They were evilly intelligent and wielded psychic powers to control the minds of others. They wanted to rule the universe. We had no choice but to give it to them. Our Ur-quan scout ships transported the Dinyari through the milieu. The war for dominance, such as it was quick and bloodless. Within weeks, the Dinyari controlled all races but one, the Arilou.
How did you defeat the Dinyari?
For thousands of years, we were unthinking slaves to the Dinyari. Like the 5 other surviving races of the old milieu, we had no choice. The Dinyari's compulsion was too strong to resist. But the Dinyari were not satisfied with their slave races. The Yuli and the Drawl were inferior, they decided, and so they instructed us to incinerate their worlds, and we did. The Dinyari had a special liking for us, Ur-quan, so they began to tinker with our genes, to improve us, their favored slaves. Their efforts to split the Ur-quan into 2 sub-races, the Green Ur-quan, Affet scientists and bureaucrats, and the Black Ur-quan, their effectuators, the builders, the fighters, the doers. The Kohr-ah are the Black Ur-quan, the quasi-space are the Green. I grow tired of talking, alien, and your time grows short. I will continue for but a moment longer. When we discovered that intense pain could block the Dinyari's mental powers, we were able to destroy them, but it took years. Can you imagine, alien, what it must have been like to wear an excruciator? To live in endless screaming pain for months on end? No, you cannot.
I guess that's it. Thanks, we'll just leave now.
No, it is not. There is more you must hear. When the war was over, the great Kohr-ah rose from our ranks and declared the path of now and forever. We would cleanse the galaxy. No one would ever threaten the Ur-quan this way again. We had cleansed one of the 3 remaining milieu races, and were in orbit around a second's homeworld. From the surface came a plea, identical to the words you spoke a few moments ago. The one-eyed creatures, the male Num, asked so simply, so clearly, that we felt compelled to explain. While we did so, the quasi-space appeared. They would not permit us to destroy, they said. Enslave, yes. Imprison, yes. but never destroy. The moment was tense. Someone opened fire. The first doctrinal war had begun. While we fought, the Male Gnome escaped. We never found them again. When our battle was done, we, the Kohr-ah, were defeated. However, the Khazar let us go. We were exiled. We traveled through space. We built the strength of our battle fleets, and continued our plan to cleanse threats from the galaxy for all Ur-quan. You have heard our words, and perhaps you understand us a bit better. But now, it is time for us to cleanse you.
Ooh, okay. It's not bad. I don't think the Shofixty fighter is going to do very well, so I'm not going to bother. We've got tough ships. Well, they only got 7 guys, so it wasn't that bad, actually. Darn it. Oh, you really like putting those things out there, huh? Not an easy fight, really. And they're not as valuable as the other Ur-quan ships either. That is interesting. That was an interesting dialogue. Okay, I think I'm going to call it quits on this video here. One of the good things is now that I have that quasi-space, if I ever have trouble, I can just escape into there and I get somewhere relatively close to Earth. But yeah, I want to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Later, folks.